It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 115. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
Hello, Tracey. Hi.
Hi, Noelle. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're here to talk about 90 Day Fiance Season 8, Episode 17, the finale.
Finally. Is it though?
No, it's not, because you know what? Honestly, they shouldn't call it the finale if the tell-all's the finale.
I feel like the tell-alls too, they're never just one. It's like a million episodes.
Yeah, just do one.
Right. I don't need to know that much, especially because you're going to have all of them back at some point for happily ever after, whatever.
Also, I do think it was a little strange that Jovi, Hovi, Yovi and Yara.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so they made this like their birth special, but like so this is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that because he was away for like 500 months,
yes,
they stopped filming. So they had to stretch her first few weeks there.
Right.
Like crazy.
That actually makes much more sense.
So I guess they just weren't really filming her because then COVID hit.
And suddenly she's giving birth. It's like, oh.
She wasn't showing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she goes to from a flat stomach to crowning.
Yeah, she looks so good the whole time, though.
No, for sure. So I guess we'll before we start the podcast, let's just do a little bit of housekeeping, just to clean up a little bit.
Housekeeping.
Here we are. We're here to housekeep you. We need to know if you want more of us. Do you want more of us? You do.
I think they do.
Okay. The answer was yes. So you're going to go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, because we have over 200 bonus episodes. We have a podcast called BS, which is Noelle and I. We BS a little bit.
No way.
Yeah, there's a ton of episodes.
Clever.
Of that. 150 something episodes of that so far. If you're listening present day.
And we're going to continue doing BS.
We're going to continue. So by the time you listen to this, if this is years later, there's 12,000 episodes of BS.
Wow, we're going to live long lives, Tracey.
We're going to be podcasting into our, what do they call that? The moonlight?
The grave?
No. What do they call that? Our sunset.
Oh, yeah, our sunsetting years, the winter of our lives. Or my dad used to call it the autumn of his life. Yes.
We're going to be winter podcasting.
Yeah, all right. We could do that.
It's going to be amazing. Also, we have Unexpected Trash Talk on Patreon. We have 16 and Pregnant Trash Talk on Patreon. I mean, what don't we have on Patreon?
Really not much. Think of a show. We do it. Let's not play that game.
No,
but don't play that game. No, don't think of a show. I don't want to watch any more shows.
Please stop telling us that we need to cover the news every night.
Oh, every day it's a new one. It's like, guys, how many hours do you think we have in a day?
Not a lot of hours. I actually have less hours than most people.
You do. You do not have many hours.
I don't have a lot of hours. I have 2 to 3 hours a day, and I sleep about 21 hours a day. Imagine, that would be so relaxing.
That would be pretty good. I don't know. I don't think I'd feel well.
I think I would feel amazing.
You would. You thrive on sleep. I do not.
I really do. I wish I could sleep more. But you know what? If you're having a hard time going to sleep, make sure you join Patreon, because we have a lot of things to lull you to sleep.
Ooh, I'll lull. I'm a luller.
Also, I'm on Cameo. I don't know if you want a Cameo from me, but if you do, download the Cameo app and get a Cameo from me. I do birthdays, bar and bat mitzvahs, funerals. I specialize in funerals.
Yeah, well, she's the best. Yeah.
Annulments.
I would definitely do a divorce cameo from you.
Yes, I will tell you everything that was wrong with your ex.
Oh, I like that.
Without even knowing.
Even if you don't know them, right?
No.
Just by name. You'll be like, Adams.
Yeah.
Fuck Adams.
That's exactly what I could do. Anything you need me to do. I'll say anything you want. No, I'm kidding. I won't say anything you want. But we have that. And also we have merch for sale. We have stickers. We have some magnets. So check that out. And that's all on our social media stuff. So we have links in our bios. Noelle is at Noe Girl on everything. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on everything. And you can follow us on Stereo. Check that out. We have a bunch of episodes on Stereo that are exclusive to Stereo that you cannot get anywhere else. We do a trash talk after show on there. So check it out. And now I think I'm ready. I think I've house kept.
Okay, I think I'm ready. My dog just coughed up a hairball. I think we're ready now.
Delish.
Yum.
Was it toned?
No, I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. It might have been like paw fur.
Oh, offer. Okay.
Yeah.
Delish.
Mhm.
So let's start off with Yovi, Jovi, Hovi, and Yara.
I have to tell you, these two, they have grown on me like a lot.
Yeah, I just think that he's like, oh, man, I'm having a baby. I can't go drink with my boys every night. So I'm gonna drink with my boys every night. And it's like
He's a
that's
party boy.
I know, but like, I don't know. It's so hard to relate to him.
I get it, but I've met, how many guys have we met that are like that? And some guys just stay like that. That's just how they are.
You're having you're marrying him and having a baby.
I don't know. I like him. I think that he actually really loves her. I also think he got kind of a dopey edit too, though.
A little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's their wedding day and her makeup artist Kelly shows up.
Mhm.
And then we go over to Jovi, who pretends he's nervous. I'm getting
I know.
some
Give me a
jitters.
break.
You're
Sure.
getting some jitters. That's the DTs, my friend. That
Right.
is you haven't had a drink in 3 hours and you're detoxing. Have a drink.
Mhm.
I bet you're
just do that. You'll feel much better.
Yeah. So her mother-in-law Gwen is helping her get ready. Okay. Do you
Mhm.
love Gwen?
Okay. At the beginning, I was like, "Who's this twat?"
I mean, listen, does she
You know?
make a good fish stew? No.
No, she doesn't. But she's so nice. She's just so nice. Yeah.
I love Yara's big Vegas hair.
So do I. I'm like, this is the most perfect Vegas wedding look.
Oh my God. So she also sees Jovi in his tux and she says, oh my God, I didn't realize he had such a good butt.
I love that. They're
Hilarious.
cute.
So they go to Graceland Chapel where Bon Jovi got married.
Really?
Yeah, it says it right on the sign.
Oh, I don't look.
Okay, so now an Elvis impersonator sings Amazing Grace.
Very strange.
To bring her down the aisle. Who is the random biker that is there?
I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are.
Okay, but mostly who's the random biker?
I don't know.
There is an
uncle.
older gentleman with one of those biker do-rag kind of things.
Yes, he looks like a friend of Bo's.
Definitely does.
He does.
Like, I don't know where
he fits in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I love how Yara is like, wow, he really looks like Elvis. And it's like, after he died. He looks like Elvis today.
He looks like the Elvis that was pounding those peanut butter nanner sandwiches.
He looks like Elvis if we dug him up today.
If we exhumed the bloated body of Elvis.
Yes. Yes. The corpse of Elvis. That's what he looks like. So she wants a wedding gift and his parents are super happy that they got married.
Yeah.
The wedding was cute. It was cute. I love her dress.
I love her dress. I could never wear that dress, but I loved that dress. She looked amazing in it.
Anyone could wear a dress.
No, I couldn't wear that dress because not only could I not move, I would sweat very much.
Okay.
And I feel like it's too compact for me. I am a very narrow person, and that would accentuate my flatness, the narrowness.
So now we go to Klein and Sarah, who have just been so supportive from the beginning. And Sarah's like, I think they're going to be married for a year and a day. I researched it.
My boyfriend won't marry me.
Yep. I even had his kid and he won't marry me. All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should have not done that.
Yeah, she's terrible. I'd be like, you're not friends with them anymore, just so you know.
Yeah. So they go to the after party. It's at like a sports bar, but it looks kind of cute.
Yeah.
And Jovi's Aunt Francine is going to give a speech. And immediately after her toast, she asked to speak to the manager.
That haircut. And I'm like, isn't that his Aunt Karen? Come on. That is his Aunt Karen.
So all of a sudden she's 4 months pregnant and COVID hits.
I know. And it's like, oh, wow, this got real quick.
I know. And Jovi's stuck overseas. So she has to move in with Gwen. So Gwen goes to pick up Yara and she's starting to show. Oh, my, like, what is happening?
How did this happen? Right.
She has a headache. She wants to take a nap. But his mom's like really trying to talk to her. She's super nice to her.
She's so supportive.
Yeah,
she's so
like,
nice.
Are you sure you're not depressed? Talk to me about what's going on.
Right.
And then we see Yara riding a bicycle, but also filming herself while riding a bicycle while pregnant. And I'm like, oh, that can't be
great.
Like that might not be the most safe thing.
Right.
Now we see Yara swaddling the family friend Claire.
Okay, I LOL'd at this. I'm like, this would be Tracey and I.
This is I am going to practice swaddling.
Yes, I need it. Someone has to help. I don't know how to swaddle.
That's not what I heard about you.
That's what they called me in high school.
I will swaddling Noelle. I feel like you would get a little bit
claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I want to watch you swaddle Suzanne. Okay. Do that. That's the next hangout. That's what we're gonna do. I'll even bring like a tortilla blanket.
Oh my god,
tortilla blanket.
Bring some guacamole. Delish. I love that. But I watch a lot of swaddling videos on TikTok.
Do you?
Yeah, but of dogs. I like when people practice on their dogs.
And the dogs love it.
Yes, I really like that. I do.
Yeah, you just sent me one. It was like a chihuahua getting swaddled.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I think Chico would like it.
All right, well, maybe we'll try. So now she's crabbing, but now when she's crabbing, she's not showing. Like,
right.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's very choppy, but I think it's cool that she's like at least doing stuff. She has people to do things with.
She seems happy.
Yeah, she does. She seems good.
Okay, so now she's 7 months pregnant. All of a sudden, she's going for her checkup, and she doesn't know the gender of the baby. She's waiting for Jovi to come back from overseas. I would love to know where he got stuck.
Right? He's probably stuck in somewhere like terrible too.
He's probably like, oh my God, I'm stuck in Cancun. I'm so sorry I can't come back. We're going on a party boat right now.
Ooh, fun.
We're doing a booze cruise.
Yeah, I would hope I was stuck in like, Fiji or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I think he was definitely stuck somewhere. He's like, yeah, I don't know. They just won't let me back in. And
that's so scary.
He's like, I'm stuck in Miami. She's like, but you could drive home.
It's like, no, Miami, no. The island.
The island of Miami, and it's secluded. It actually
just
broke off. It broke, the bottom of Florida broke off.
Floating away.
Oh no.
Bye.
Oh, you grabbed my hand. No. Okay.
I'll never let go.
I think that's probably what happened. So now she doesn't want the epidural. She's talking about, this is in her checkup. She doesn't want the epidural because she heard that it stops the labor process.
Which I've never heard. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but like nobody wants an epidural either. The needle's terrifying.
Yeah, I think that so a lot of people want the epidural.
I guess I feel like so many people go into it not wanting it and then change their minds.
Sure. I mean, I think that when you feel the pain, you're like, oh,
yeah, of course.
This is actually not as fun as I thought it was going to be.
I'm not a warrior. I'm not a warrior, but I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Like,
it's not even about being strong. It's like about, we say like, oh, I could take pain, but it's like,
well, that's the thing. I think people underestimate.
I don't know what that feels like. So now 7.5 months pregnant. Oh no, right? He moved back and he's coming home, and she made a Ukrainian cake for his birthday, and his mom gave him a baby born.
Right. Isn't that from like Knocked Up? He got a baby born. Very funny. Right. It's like, that's what I'm going to wear.
Right. Yeah. He was pretty mad at the gift.
He's such a baby.
He is. Now, I love Yara, but what is happening with these yellow pants she's wearing? Okay.
I know this because I bought something very similar to this. I've seen this. I saw this Mandy's recently. That's a romper.
That's a high fashion store.
It's a romper. They have that exact one there, and they have like all different ones, and it's like the tank top, and it looks like you're wearing high-waisted pants, but it's just a romper.
Oh, it's like all connected.
Yep.
Okay.
I saw like that exact one, and I'm like, I don't think this is a good pregnancy look.
No, I did not like that at all.
No, because she always looks like super cute. I guess I didn't like how high it went.
Yeah, it was not, I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. So also, he comes home from overseas.
Right. Guam, let's say.
Okay. So he's back from Guam, Myanmar. Okay. And are we quarantining?
Are you going to wash your hands when you walk in?
No? Okay.
You're going to go right for the kiss.
Mouth kiss a pregnant lady.
Yeah. With your mask is just half off. Yep.
What are we doing? Kiss. What is the protocol?
I don't know. It's very weird.
We just cross our fingers?
And pray.
Okay, cool. And then he says in the confessional, wow, she's huge. Okay, I would have divorced him.
Okay, but he wouldn't stop saying it. That was the first thing he said when he saw her. Wow, you got so big.
I mean, listen, I get what he was saying, but
Me
like
too.
maybe choose your words a little bit more.
Say
carefully.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow, your belly really grew. The baby's getting so big.
Wow. I can't believe how far along you are now than when I left.
Right.
Something.
So he said that he really misses drinking with his friends.
I mean,
he was probably at the strip club for 7.5 months.
Maybe Klein met him down there.
But Cam didn't. Don't worry.
Right. And Darcy. Who the hell is Darcy?
So she got him an Apple Watch. And then he tastes her cake. And this was actually so funny. He said, it tastes like sand from the beach.
It's like, I'm so curious now about this cake.
Okay, same. It's some kind of honey cake. It could. I'm sure it's dry. If he said that, that's funny though.
I'm sure it's dry.
So pretty.
That's the thing. It looks so pretty with the fruit on it and
He
stuff.
did a very good job. This was bakery quality.
Mhm.
So she said that he needs to wash the baby clothes, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta wash the baby clothes." Like,
he's just being a man.
I know, but like you have to do one thing. Like she's also carrying your baby by your.
Yep.
Okay, no problem.
Mhm.
All right, so they go to his mom's house and they have a gender reveal party, and it's a girl.
Very cute.
And then he goes out to meet with Klein and Darcy.
Right.
And Klein and Darcy,
Mhm.
like this guy needs better friends.
Yeah, no, his friends are terrible.
Klein's like, yeah, he's such a loser. I didn't know I'm so shocked that anyone would want to have a baby or marry him. And then Darcy's like, yeah, he's a drunk.
Right. Like,
What?
it's like, oh, that's nice. So if I'm ever on a TV show, remind me never to hire them as my friends.
Please. Just pretend, even if you don't like me, pretend you like me on TV.
Right. That's what I mean. Tell me to my face you don't like me.
Right.
But just
like, tell
pretend
the
on
people,
TV. Right.
That's what I do. I mean, I'm not like on the podcast, like I always have your back.
Yeah. Just like not in person.
Not in person at all.
Yeah.
Jovi is scared of watching her like go through labor pain, and
Me
he's
too.
scared. I understand that. And Yara texts him,
Right.
like, hey, you were going to be home 7.5 months ago and you're still out.
This is their story. This is their love language.
I know. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
Stop
It's
it.
so stupid.
Also, Yara has on the famous Trash Talk PJs.
Tracy, I almost fainted when I saw that she was wearing them.
You were like, she has access to a Target?
That's what I mean. Like, what? Maybe she ordered them online. It was Target was thriving during the pandemic.
I know. So this pajama set that she has, it's a black pajama set with a white piping.
Mhm.
Noelle and I have them, both have these sets. And then a ton of our listeners got them after we started talking about them.
Yeah.
And it's like the Trash Talk uniform now.
Yeah. When we did our live Zoom, we were wearing them.
We were. We
Mhm.
love a good pajama on a live Zoom.
I do. And no pants.
Well, I was wearing pants. I was wearing a ball gown, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you just-
maybe.
I'm
I think I
wearing
was
one right
wearing
now.
my bridal shower dress because that was a 2-piece. I think I was just wearing the
Yes.
bottom part.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You just couldn't see it. So he comes home and she's like, Jovi.
So tired of your
Why?
shit.
And he goes, oh, well, it's not like you had the baby while I was gone.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, this is just them.
So he goes, well, I had to go out for the last time drinking with my friends. She goes, last time? Are you dying or something? That was funny. Now, I don't know if you noticed her necklace, but she has on a dolphin rhinestone necklace from Claire's that I got in 1995.
Oh, okay. Maybe she borrowed it from Tyler's mom on Teen Mom.
Well, hold tight because we got some more on that. So now, is this the same night, 2:45 a.m., or are they trying to make it like
They're trying to make it the same night,
Okay,
I
because
think.
it wasn't.
Mhm.
So 2:45 a.m. on a night.
On the night, right?
I love how Jovi turns into a gynecologist.
A gynecologist.
He's a gynecologist. He's a gynecologicalist. She's having labor pains, and he goes, well, I think it's just Braxton Hicks. It's like, did you just learn that word?
Who are you? Did you learn this on
You
your
haven't
expedition at the border?
Were they talking about that in Miami? Jeez.
This is in his baby Bjorn manual.
So now she's in 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. She's still in pain. The next
Right.
day, her water breaks. So she was like pretty calm, cool, and collected.
She was.
She's like, all right, my water broke.
It's
And
time.
he's like, why isn't she more nervous? She's like, well, I got to tell you a secret. I knew I was going to have to give birth soon.
Right. Like I knew it was coming down to this.
Right. Like this is the natural progression of getting pregnant. So,
it's still scary though.
Of course. So now it's 3:30 p.m. and they go to the hospital and she's not having any contractions, but her water broke. And when I got my OBGYN license on OBGYN.com, I do know that after your water breaks, you kind of want to give birth soonish.
Or you get an infection.
Or you, because you don't want like a dry birth. I'm just throwing out words that I've.
No, it happened to one of my friends. She wound up getting a C-section.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So they want you to kind of like, get this kid out. So she's not having contractions. So they give her a little bit of Pitocin at 5:45. And then, she's considering the epidural. So 6 hours into her labor, which she's having a hard time with, she gets the epidural. Mm-hmm. And then you see her at 8:45 p.m. And it's like, oh, well, that is a big difference.
Right. And she's like, I feel much better.
Okay. I kind of want to get an epidural right now.
Just to have one.
Just to have like an extra app.
I feel like I want to just like get one to like see how it feels.
Okay. Maybe we should get epidurals. Like I know they do it for back pain sometimes.
I have back pain.
Okay. Do you want to go?
I want to do it in my bed though. I would like them to come to me.
Do you want me to do it?
That's a risky one. I don't know what they taught you on OBGYN.com.
They taught me a lot. I don't have a new needle to use, but I have the needle that I use to practice.
Oh, so the rusted needle. Okay, good.
Well, it's not really. I could probably scrape off
get
the
lockjaw.
Well, at least you won't scream during birth if you have lockjaw. It might keep you a little quiet. I got to tell you, it's like she was in so much pain. Like you saw it in her face that she was in like legit so much pain. And then like 8:45, she was like taking a little rusty poo. And I'm like, okay.
That's the thing. I'm always like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about it. But then you see this and it's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. Like you could be in all the pain for like a whole day.
Uh-huh.
Or you could be in pain for like a second.
Right.
And then it goes away.
Like, can't you just give me epidurals the whole time? Like, just keep giving them to me until like I'm healed from the baby. Like, just give me an epidural. Months? Yeah.
You can't feel your legs. Do you just
take a little bed trip for a while?
Just a little roller.
Noelle? Just roll me around. I got to make a pee. Matt, change my diaper.
I like how you're so comfortable with that. Just like kind of falling into that lifestyle.
Yeah, just temporarily.
Right. And he's like, Noelle, the kid is 10. Could you get out of the stretcher? And you're like, I feel not healed yet.
Just a little more, just a couple more shots.
It's like, well, I mean, he's graduating college.
I don't need to be there.
I don't feel the greatest. I don't know what it is. Well, guess what? 12:25 p.m. She is 10 meters dilated.
I'm like, okay. That's a lot.
Her entire body has split in half.
Poor girl.
The baby just rolled out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, LOL, centimeters. Okay. They have Mylah, MYLAH. I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it at all. I've just never heard it.
She has a nice, calm birth, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it was so cute. It made me like really tear up when you see him with her.
Yes. It was
when
very
she's
cute.
Sleeping. That was very nice.
The baby was 7 pounds, 9 ounces. And Jovi's sitting with the baby. He's doing a little skin to skin.
I love it.
And then his mom's picking them up. And okay, she's leaving the hospital. I don't know what happened if she hired maybe like a stylist that was not
sure
nice.
Of her size. She gave her a shirt to wear.
What is she wearing out of the hospital? This is not covering her
vagina.
It's not covering where the baby came out of.
That's what I see her stitches.
Are we airing the area out?
Yes, maybe the wound needs to air out. Yes.
Did the doctor suggest this outfit? It's like, yeah, when you leave, you're going to have to wear a very revealing outfit. I'm really sorry.
I'm watching the whole time. I'm like, what is she wearing under that? Is it just free balling underwear? Like, what's happening?
A diaper, maybe.
Maybe.
So they get out of the hospital. They walk like a block to where his mom
Gwen, why are you not in the front?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The car seat's not installed, and now we're gonna play a game called Let's See If We Can Get the Car Seat In. That is not even true because the hospital checks your car seat
right
before you leave because they do not release the baby into the wild.
That's what I thought.
Yep. So it is super hot out, and
Mhm.
Yara is crying because the baby's crying. It was very cute because you could tell that like she's just like emotional.
Of course, it's very sweet. She does a lot of crying
It's
every
very
time this
hormonal.
baby's
Yeah,
around.
but she's like, I don't even know why I'm crying. I just can't stop. And that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
He tells her that she did a good job, but then he fakes that he didn't get her a push gift.
Right. When you know that he got her one.
And he got her a diamond cross.
Which was very
cute.
nice. Because honestly, I didn't think he got her a push.
I know. I was like, oh,
first.
come on, man.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, do better. Do better.
Yeah, but he did. He got her the diamond cross.
That was very nice.
She called it a brilliant cross.
It was very nice. I think that they're good together. I do. I like their ending really much. Really much.
Really much.
Really much. Really a lot. The most.
Okay, well, speaking of loving the ending, let's talk about Natalie and Mike.
I'm just so far removed from this.
So you're emotionally detached from them?
Yes.
Well, she's sitting by the pond just calming the fish. And we're so happy because he's decided to marry her. What a fairy tale.
But that's what I mean. Oh, after weeks of begging, he decided that he will
and the legal threats and
as a favor.
I was not going to get the ring back. Then he said fine.
Right. What a prince.
Right? It's like, do you think that they have a sign over the couch that's like, you know how that people are like, she said yes, I said yes. It's like he said fine, I said thank you.
He said no. He said no. He said fine. Then he said no. Then he said fine. And I said thanks.
Live, laugh, love. So Tamra.
Yeah. With her little roses on her shirt.
I love her. Tamra's like, Mike came up on his quad this morning and said, come up, we're doing it.
I really felt like I was at my mother's house. Because she goes to like her neighbors in the quad. Like, you guys need anything from BJ's? I'm going there today.
So she said, this is a quote from Natalie. This is another plaque I think they have over the couch. If he had his way, we wouldn't get married.
That's like the things that you love to say on your wedding day.
But he doesn't have his way because I have strong-armed him and legally threatened him.
Right. I have forced him, basically.
What a fairy tale. So now she wears her white summer dress. Very cute.
Okay. I love the dress. Didn't love the sneakers. Love the dress.
Okay. Didn't love the sneakers, but you just so happen to pack a really, really adorable white dress.
But that's what I mean.
Relax, Natalie.
Give me a break, Natalie.
That was the perfect pond dress.
I loved it. I think it looked great on her. It was so cute.
Very cute. So Tamra is like, wow, you look beautiful. She goes, I know. Very cash.
I love it. I know.
Then she pairs it with her finest Reeboks.
Her Reebok classics. Yes.
Do you think that she needed them to get down to the pond? Or did she not have a sandal, a flip-flop?
I don't know. I feel like she didn't want to go outside in a flip-flop. Maybe there's snakes around. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what happens in Washington.
We're watching her get ready. She's combing out her dry curls.
Tracey. Like my heart stopped watching
is she, the bride
this.
of Frankenstein?
Why is she doing this?
I don't
And then it shows that old picture of them where she's like this cute, adorable, tight curled hair.
What is happening? That was like, I know that we talk about this a lot, but that was what it was like to brush your Barbie's hair out.
Yeah, it was though. That's what it's like when my hair is like super duper curly. Like when I get out of the shower and go like right to bed and I wake up like Don King, like that's what it looks like when I brush it out.
Well, she says, this is a quote, it feels sucks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've felt suck before.
And now we see Bo in the wife white beater. I'm sorry. Can we say wife beater or should we say?
I wrote wife beater. I didn't know if I could say it. I said question mark.
Okay. So maybe we could call it a white spouse abuser.
Okay. That works. A white spouse abuser. Yes. Times have changed, Tracey.
Alabaster spouse abuser.
Ooh, Alabaster. That's a good one. I like that.
Okay. All right. I'm just writing this down.
I'll take that.
I'm making a note in my iPhone to autocorrect when I put wife beater.
Oh, good one. You're so correct. You're so politically correct.
I'm not
Tracey.
trying to offend anyone. That's the whole thing. So I love that Teresa's there, the officiant that she told off on the phone.
That she was just like, basically, I'm not telling you anything. I'm not discussing this with you. Goodbye.
Very funny. Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. Goodbye. I am going to France, but then probably coming back.
And by France, I mean Seattle. I mean a motel in Seattle. So.
A motel that I'm not going to stay in.
Yeah, it's the Paris Motel in Seattle. It's actually not in the center of the city. It's kind of like in the bad area, but what else? There is a random person. There's an extra random person.
Yes.
And then over yonder.
Yeah.
In like the neighbor's yard, there's a bystander.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I just noticed the one rando.
And then I love these camera people though.
Why?
They pan over to a pile of patio cushions on the floor.
That's what they do. I'm surprised they didn't like pan over to like stray dogs in the woods.
I know. I got to tell you, I think I would make a really good camera person.
You would, because you're spiteful.
I'm very spiteful.
You
I
are.
would love to pan over to like they would be, professing their love for each other, and I would just be focused on the dirty dishes in the sink.
Right. Or like their toilet bowl.
It's like, oh, look at the dust in the corner over there. And you can't even see their face. And it's like
the pee marks in the closet, on the closet carpet.
I love that Teresa's like, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. I think this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa?
Yeah. Teresa,
Also,
be honest with yourself.
Beau wore 4 necklaces to this wedding.
Listen, he means it.
He wore 4 necklaces.
I feel like he's so happy though. I feel like he's actually happy.
I know.
them.
He's like, now we could keep in touch.
Right. Now we could like stay friends. We could be pen pals.
I could ride the quad up down the hill. You could send a letter down the hill.
I know you were afraid of me, but you like me now.
I didn't even kill you not one time.
Not once. I wore my finest alabaster for you.
My alabaster spouse abuser. And then I think that maybe Beau wore all white because afterwards they were going to baptize him in the pond.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have been there for that. Mm-hmm. I bet Natalie did it. She dunked him.
Speaking of alabaster spouse abusers, let's talk about Andrew.
Okay. I just want to say something, like a little disclaimer. I get like a really scary vibe from him watching him. Yes. I get like, I don't know him. I don't like to call people out like this, but I get like an abusive vibe from him, like a scary man vibe from him. Okay. Yes. I thought it was just me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So he goes to lunch with his mom and his sister, and he offers them some hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hello.
Well, he looks like he's never showered in his life.
And he said, this is a quote, "Now I feel like it's over."
I'm watching this last night. I just want to tell you, Matt comes into the room and he's like, ew, he's an abuser. He can S my D, bro.
Oh, wow.
Like he hates him. Yeah. And he's like, that poor girl.
Right? No hair wash. No, like a visible. Okay.
It's bad.
Question mark. Okay.
Yeah.
How long would it take your hair? Now, I'm an oily person, right?
Yeah.
How long would it take of not washing your hair until there were pieces of schmegma inside of it?
See, my hair is super dry.
Yeah.
I could go a while without washing my hair. Right. So it's like to have particles like that. I mean, it would take
like the oiliness and the particle. Like there was garbage in his hair.
I'm not even kidding you. I feel like it would take like a month.
It looked like there was a raccoon that went through the trash on his head.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yum. He's disgusting.
This is a quote from him. "She's back in Paris or back in France."
Okay. Good.
Right, and then his mom's like, you know how I feel? I feel like, how dare you? That's how I feel about her.
His mother can go to hell. She bait and switched him. So this poor girl sat in Serbia by herself in a war-torn country
for 2 weeks.
Like to lie, to pretend to have a panic attack.
Well, here's the thing. He's not telling his mom and sister the whole truth either.
Well, that's the thing. Right. He doesn't tell them that he was basically bullying her through text before the flight.
Well, he wonders if the disagreements they had anything to do with her not showing up.
I don't know. You think?
I don't know. I don't think
so. No, maybe not.
His sister.
She's disgusting. They're all disgusting.
Wearing the most beautiful, heavenly coral jewelry set.
These people love a good set.
She bought it
on all these shows
from Tyler's mom, Tyler from Teen Mom. I think she bought it from his mom's Facebook group.
What is like Paramount Jewels?
It's beautiful. So his mom's like, yeah, well, I think she's lying. I think she's, what do you think she's lying about?
What is she lying about?
Do you think she's behind door number 3?
But that's what I mean. Okay, she's lying about having a panic attack. Don't you think she wanted to leave Serbia?
Also,
why would she have gone there?
The bottom line is that she didn't come, so it really doesn't matter why.
Right. Exactly. But why is it all her fault?
I don't know. Well, she's now fake crying at the airport, though. This crying is
I know.
not
It
real.
was the most pretend thing. Uh-huh.
And now, did you notice in the confessional, her lips have gotten larger?
Yes, they have. Her lips are gigantic.
Okay, maybe she had an allergic reaction to her lip pudding gloss.
Pudding.
Also, she arrives at her family house, right? Her bedroom.
Right.
That was not changed at all. It had all her stuff in it still.
It's her exact bedroom she had before. Right. So she was never planning on moving.
Why, you don't just move to another country with a carry-on?
But that's what I mean. She had nothing with her. She still had so much clothes. She had her
Everything.
paper.
She had her toothbrush still at home.
She had I mean, this poor girl, she still sleeps on a twin bed too. I feel very bad for her.
Did she fly in a dress with a pearl bracelet and a full face of makeup? No.
Acrylic pumps too.
Come on, man. This isn't
Come on.
real. And she said that she will never talk to him again.
I mean, that I have to agree with her on. Good for you, girl.
Well, guess what? Too bad, because you're going to be on the tell-all. LOL.
Oh, I can't wait to see that until I bet they're going to have his mom on, just like they have Deb on.
They're going to have Klein on to just like tell everyone about themselves.
This poor girl.
Sarah's going to be on to tell Andrew and Amira how she feels about them.
I just feel like what a waste of time. Why'd you even go to Serbia? You know?
I mean, for the show, probably.
I guess, but it would look scary.
It did. And she was sitting in a hotel room forever and ever and so bored. And I got to tell you, I don't mind a little free time ever since I've downloaded Best Fiends, which is my favorite game to play on my phone.
I love playing Best Fiends.
I love it. Really fun. Things have come like so far since we used to play games on. Do you remember like our old games on our phone?
Like Snake.
I used to love Snake on my Nokia phone. Oh my God. So
things are so different now.
I've been playing like crazy and I don't even usually play games. And that's how you know it's good.
I love it because there are so many times where like I just have like idle hands and I'm like, I just want to play a game, kind of just like, you know, do something.
I know. I like how it helps us really like kind of unwind. I do it a lot in the bathtub and I really do. Now, Best Fiends is great because they update the game constantly.
Yes.
So every day there's like something new and it's so great because the puzzles just like the fun never ends.
No, I love Best Fiends.
I love the characters of it. And guys, just don't blame me if you become slightly obsessed. Download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Ooh, do it, guys. And you don't need Wi-Fi.
You don't need Wi-Fi to play it. Okay. Also. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not ready for this.
Someone else who's going to have a ton of free time to play Best Fiends. Let's talk about Stephanie. She is home and burning the K1 visa application. It wasn't even the K1 visa. It was just the application. It was just the application.
She seems much less medicated now.
Okay. She looks a lot better. I think it was the, what's that called? The all-inclusive that was really getting to her.
She doesn't seem very inclusive anymore. Yes.
She seems a lot less inclusive.
Yes. She seems a lot more lucid now.
So she is burning this K1 visa on dry leaves.
She's weird. It's like, okay, good.
She's starting a forest fire. And she says, you ready for this one?
Ready.
Here's a quote. Goodbye, Ryan. Hello, Harris.
Have you ever heard of like, you know, just like alone time?
Yes.
After a breakup?
No.
Yeah.
He calls her 5 to 6 times a day. And she starts telling, and this is where you know it's serious. She starts telling the cat about Harris. And it's like, don't tell the cat about Harris unless this is going to happen. Like, I wouldn't tell my cat about Harris until like we had the K1 visa and he was like planning on coming. Who are you?
This cat, by the way, like I don't think it is alive. No,
the cat
I'm
is
sorry.
not gonna live to see Harris. There's no reason you should bring him up.
Yes.
He says that his baby mama Emma is very happy
Yeah, of course she's happy because they're going to be rich.
This is the ultimate scam. I love it so much because it's so clear.
Mhm.
And I feel like, I mean, who's the idiot? So now he calls her and
But
it
do
says,
you see how she has them in her phone?
oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
Harris,
Mhm.
fiance question mark.
I LOL'd when I saw that.
Also, fiance, don't you propose to someone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
maybe she proposed.
Now she's FaceTiming with him, but she's covering the camera. And a lot of people have been asking about this. And I read on Reddit that people on reality TV shows cover the camera so that editing is easier.
Really?
Yeah, so that they could edit in case they were like having a conversation. Maybe they try to do it a few times. Maybe she had a different outfit on, her hair different or whatever.
Interesting.
That's what I
Okay.
heard. But if you guys have a
Wow.
different take, let me know.
I was wondering. I'm like, she looks good. Why is she covering her face?
Yeah. Go over to the 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk podcast group on Facebook and let me know what you think about that.
Cool.
So she wants to talk to Emma.
Okay. Because
And
Emma's going to be honest.
Emma's going to be super honest. So she has on a tank top from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephanie says, you have a pretty outfit on. And Emma, I was like, oh, I don't think she speaks English, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
Oh, she does. She just had nothing to say about that.
Right. She was just like, okay. Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm sorry. What are we doing here?
Right. What are we doing? Why are we playing these games?
Well, she's like, are you okay? Now, also, she never says anything about Harris marrying her.
No.
She's like, would you mind if Harris came here? And she's like, no. I think that would be nice. He could make a better life for the kids.
Right. If it could benefit the children, then I think it's great. It's
Okay, but
nothing
is he
about them being together.
Is he telling Emma that he's going to marry this lady? Or is he saying like, hey, I'm going to pretend that I like her. She's going to give us free money.
I think he's saying, I'm going to pretend I like her. Maybe he's saying marry, but I think he's,
right,
saying I'm going to pretend.
Okay. So now Emma is like, we are better off as friends, me and Harris. This was a rehearsed script.
It was a rehearsed script.
Harris was behind the
with signs
with cues. With cue cards.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yes, he was there with cue cards. And she was like, I think that we are better off as friends, Stephanie. I think that we're better off as friends. We've realized that. Harris, the next card. Just yeah. We've realized that this is a great opportunity for the entire. Harris, turn the. I think that's what happened. So she's like, oh, would you mind if I could just say goodbye to Harris? And she's like,
no, not at all.
Oh, hold on, let me just.
Sure.
And he says that he loves her, and she says, I love you too. Remember, she was having a hard time.
Yes.
On their first date, saying that, but this is now the second date, so they're all the way in love.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now she goes to the fridge to retrieve some key lime yogurt for the cat. This is his favorite flavor.
This poor cat.
As his kidneys shut down before our eyes.
This cannot be good for this cat.
Also, she has a fridge that has a digital background.
She has a smart fridge.
Yeah. And she has a picture of her and Ryan on it. And she prints out a picture of Harris on her computer.
To cover it.
And then tapes it with tape over it. Why not just change the backdrop? Do you think
this is who she is?
But do you think the fridge came like that? Just like that's like if I bought the fridge,
that's
would it come
the
with
stock
Stephanie?
Picture. That's who she is. This is who she is. She is so dramatic.
Well, now she makes the cat kiss Harris. The picture. And
reminds me of someone I know.
It's almost like you ever have like a friend who has like a parent pass away or something, and then they like show their kid the picture and they make them kiss their phone goodnight. And they're like, kiss grandma goodnight.
Kiss grandma goodnight.
Right, that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, it's gonna really break this cat's heart.
This poor cat.
This cat's gonna go into renal failure quickly.
Even quicker now. He's gonna have a broken heart and renal failure. I can't speak. This woman
and
has
dairy poisoning.
Okay, but the thing is, like, this can't be good for the cat, right?
This is not. That is correct.
Okay, thank you. I don't know much about cats, but I do know this. Because I don't think key lime pudding is good for me. Like, let alone a feline.
Yeah, but it's your place, so it's good for his belly. Okay, so we go over to Harris and we're just talking to them a little
Hello,
bit.
Harris.
Hi, Harris. And he said, they're like, why do you want to be with Stephanie? And he says, so I can move from here and go to the US. I've never found someone who gave me free money before.
Tracy.
And then a beautiful scene of them on the beach.
On the beach.
They're frolicking. Their 25 kids are playing in the water and they are mouth kissing.
Yes, they're outright making out, but they're better off as friends.
Yeah, but friends that make out.
I guess friends with benefits, you know.
It was so beautiful, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the tell-all. And if you guys want to talk about the podcast a little bit more, go over to our Facebook group. Very important that you go over there and follow us on social media at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow Noelle and I on Instagram, Twitter, and Stereo. Noelle is at Noe Girl. I am at Trixie Tuzini. You can go to TraceyCarnazzo.com to check out our merch options. And also you could just click the link in our bios. It's amazing.
Tracy, you're amazing.
No, you.
No, you're amazing.
Do you have any other housekeeping?
The only other thing I want to say is that Tracy and I both have pictures of our faces on stickers.
Yes,
if you guys would like to buy them.
We have tons of merch. So check that out. A lot of it's on our Instagram. A lot of it's on our Facebook. A lot of it's in the group. So
a lot of it's in the group.
Do all of those things and make sure you join Patreon at patreon.com/trash talk podcast for the most content that anyone offers on Patreon.
Also, tell a friend.
Tell one friend.
Tell one friend. You have a friend that you discussed 90 Day Fiance with. You
Tell
do.
That friend.
Tell that friend.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.